You might have walked past Grainger Market 1,000 times. You've probably even been in it a few times or never been in at all. But this place is one of Newcastle's gems. And in this video, I'm going to talk about its rich history and some of the secrets that it holds. It's coming up. Before we head into Grainger Market, I thought I'd talk a little bit about this area behind me, which is Grainger Town. I'm stood at the monument, which is smack in the middle of Newcastle city centre. And over my right shoulder there, that's Grey Street, which curves down to the quayside. Over my left shoulder there, that's Grainger Street. Back in 1834 and beyond, this looked nothing like it does now. Before that, you had one big stately mansion, like a big home, called Anderson Place, which is where Lloyd's Bank is now. Had huge gardens, and that's where King Charles I was held as an open prisoner during the Civil War in 1646 for about 9 months. And it wasn't until about 1834 that Richard Grainger, the builder and developer, along with his architect friend John Dobson, where he gained permission to have this audacious plan to completely rebuild this section of Newcastle. He put his application into John Clayton, the town clerk at the time. So he bought Anderson Place, he bought the Flesh Market, which is now the Grainger Market, and basically just demolished the whole area, which also had derelict buildings and just full of cobbled streets. So he made this huge investment and started to rebuild Newcastle, Grainger Town, into the buildings that you see here today. So back in 1835, when they were clearing all this land here now where Grainger Market is, it was called Nuns' Fields. There was a nun's order here in dedication to St Bartholomew, and amongst other things tended to these strawberry plots around here. Hence that's why the pub at the St James's Park got its name, the Strawberry. So whilst they were preparing this land and the foundations for building, when they got 3-4 foot down, they discovered there was an unmarked burial site here. There was lead in wooden coffins, skeletons and skulls, and the developers realised that actually dug into this burial site, which was used for the nuns that used to work here. Creepy. So the building was complete in October 1835, and on the 22nd of October they held a huge civic dinner attended by about 2,000 men. Women weren't allowed, but they did erect a temporary stand for about 300 women who stood next to the band at the time. So it was a huge celebration. And at the time it was regarded as certainly the biggest and most splendid indoor market in Europe. And the reporter for the Evening Chronicle who was here reporting on it actually got inebriated. And the Evening Chronicle the following day had to make an apology because of his behaviour and the lack of the story that came out of it. So the market itself covers about 2 acres and it's bordered by Grainger Street, Nun Street, Nelson Street and Clayton Street. It had 4 main alleys, which it still has now. I'm on one of them, and the arcade next to the Clayton Street area. It has 14 entrances and exits, and on the arcade it's got a barreled glass and originally a wooden framed roof, but there was a fire in 1901. It had to be replaced with a steel and glass roof. And over the past 2 or 3 years they've had to look at replacing that roof because they found some rot in it, but also to future-proof the roof because it's not very energy efficient and because due to climate change there's going to be a lot more heat waves. So when the market was originally built it had about 243 stalls, about 156 of those were butchers, and behind me there is the original weighing point where they used to weigh back in the 1800s hunks of meat. Nothing's changed there then. In 1895 Marks and Spencer's opened their second branch called the Penny Bazaar here in the Grainger Market, and it's the smallest Marks and Spencer's in the world. If you'd like to see more videos like this and be notified the moment I release the next one, make sure you hit the subscribe button. So what I can gather from my research, in 1930 they built some tunnels underneath the Grainger Market, one of which at least went down to the central station, but it's been blocked off. And during the Second World War in 1939 they converted it into an air raid shelter. I think there's 2 air raid shelters directly underneath where I'm stood now, and underneath the flower stall behind me there's a steel door on the floor, and every now and again we'll do a tour down there. You lift the steel door, there's a staircase down to the air raid shelter. Now the place is full of all sorts of stalls, clothing shops, haberdasheries, barbers, butcher shops coming out your ears, an abundance of cafes, fruit and veg shops. So we even have a zero waste shop behind me, which helps reduce packaging and plastic, so it's great for the environment. So everything's organic in there. You can buy your nuts, your seeds, your pulses, your cereals, all your cleaning products. So anything you want like that, right up to date, zero waste. It has artisan bakeries, specialist coffee shops, international cafes and restaurants, takeaway pizza.
Hi, I'm Matthew. I run North Shore Coffee here in the Grainger market. We sell coffee, toasties, cakes, all sorts.
This funky old record store, this brilliant Dr. Martin shoe shop. So I'm inside the Dr. Martin shop now. It's an independent retailer selling alternative fashion footwear and Dr. Martens, and I didn't know till I've just come in the store that there's another air raid shelter entrance right behind us there.
Hi, my name's Leslie. This is my shop, Scented Melts, where we sell all of our handmade wax melts, which I make. So if you want to come along and have a sniff.
Hola, buenos días, ¿qué tal? Esta es la Casa Delicatessen.
Hello, my name is Angel Romero and this is my Spanish shop. But the Manchego cheese excellent, Serrano ham excellent. Please come here, please.
A couple of great fishmongers here.
Hi, my name's Thomas Ingham. I work for Churton Fish, who's been trading in the Grainger market and centre of Newcastle for the last 50 years. We specialise in fresh shellfish and seafood, which is bought locally at No Shields Market every morning. Please come along and see our wide selection.
Check this place out, man. Cuban street food.
Hi, I'm Bryony from Snackwalla. We're in Alley 1 in the Grainger market. We've got authentic Indian street food. It's all vegan as well. So come down and try our new menu. We've just moved here. It's cosy. The chai is good.
I mean, look at that place behind me. You won't find shops like that in Eldon Square. Cult fiction and American comics. Bloody brilliant, man. Not my sort of thing, but you know, you're just going to find that sort of thing in the Grainger market.
Hi, I'm Adam. I work at Firebrick Brewery. We brew all of our beers locally in Blaydon. We have a range of bottled beers, canned beers, gift packs, anything from light beer to dark beer, lager. So come on down and see what we have to offer.
So there we have it. I hope you enjoyed the video of this magnificent piece of history right in Newcastle city centre. Come in, man. Support your local businesses. There's all sorts of stuff going on here. It's much better than Metro Centre or Eldon Square and all these big chain shops. So if you like the video, give us a thumbs up, leave us any comments below, but don't forget to get along to places like this, man. Anyway, catch you next time.